What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy Chess. Let's get right into this reaction video. I'm not a threat to you unless you are a threat to me. Powerful, powerful words. And that's facts right there. That's 100%. So we're going to get right into this reaction video. We're going to get right into the interview. Tupac. You already know, man. Tupac always dropping gems, words of wisdom. Very, very, very smart man, bruh. He was taken too soon. So I want to hear what he was talking about on this right here. So without further ado, hey, let's get right into it though. I'm done talking. You already know, man. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel at Chess is Unlocked. All right, Pac, I'm all ears, bruh. What you got to say?
I trip off because it happens out of nothing. It just goes, you know, everybody just be screaming and acting, and I just trip. I get uncomfortable, and it's like similar to a deer being caught in the headlights. I just freeze, you know, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should be what they want me to be, or if I should make them hate me so they can stop. You know, like say something mean so they can just stop. But I'm just like caught in the middle of it because you can't. I mean, no one can do that. Police can't do that. They can't stand in front of all those people and control them with a gun and mace and all that. So me with just words, it's like a battle to find the right words to say at the right time.
I'm curious, when you think about the idea that you do have that kind of control over so many people, in one sense, the whole idea of being a role model comes up in the imagery. And a lot of people who know you, and I talked to them beforehand, suggested that, hey, you know, when you meet him, he's going to be something entirely different than you imagine and what the media is portraying him. What about that idea that you have been portrayed? And sometimes, I mean, to be honest, you like the portrayal of you just hard,
That's right.
thug.
That's right.
Don't step on me.
That's right.
You're in trouble.
That's right.
Yet there's another side to you, too. What about that idea that you've got to be able to figure out where you're going?
To me, it's like it is my sensitive side that that likes to blow up the hard side, because if my image or my reputation can stop a confrontation before it happens, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is day to day. It's a constant man ego check going on in this street, in this world. So part of that is just like, you know, that's my resume. But as far as the media, they look at it as something different. They don't care about my resume. They don't care about me not getting in trouble. It's just another story, you know, and it's a real story. They don't have to pay for it, and they're going to milk it for all it's worth. As far as people, they want me, when they first see me, to humble myself. They want me to be like this and da-da-da, just because they're scared of me. But I don't feel like that's my job, to humble myself, to show you that I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat unless you're a threat to me, you know.
That's powerful, bro. That is 100% correct. He been saying a lot so far, but that really stands out right there. Like, he's basically saying, like, he doesn't have to change who he is to make you feel comfortable. Like, basically, like, he's not a threat. He's not a threat unless you're a threat to him. He doesn't have to lower his standard. You feel what I'm trying to say? Y'all get what I'm saying? I really do understand that, because a lot of people do that. Like, they dumb themselves down to somebody else's level. You could do it sometimes if you're trying to get through to somebody, but just on a daily basis, just so a person can feel comfortable, you don't do that. You don't change who you are. You don't drop levels just so somebody else can feel comfortable. But he just basically saying, like, he doesn't have to do that because he know in his heart he's not a threat. You know, even though they're scared of him, they want him to change because they scared of him. But in his heart, he knows, like, I'm not a threat, so I don't have to change. If they feel threatened, then basically they the enemy, if that makes sense. If they threatened by him, then they basically a threat to him. I understand what he was saying when he was saying that, bro. That make a lot of sense. That's powerful, bro. That's very, very, very powerful, Pac.
Story, you know, and it's a real story. They don't have to pay for it, and they're going to milk it for all it's worth. As far as people, they want me, when they first see me, to humble myself. They want me to be like this and da-da-da, just because they're scared of me. But I don't feel like that's my job, to humble myself, to show you that I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat unless you're a threat to me. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, when you meet Pac, he's different than he is, because when somebody one-on-one, anybody one-on-one, I believe, honestly, that I can talk. I believe that I have the ability to reason, I have logic, I have compassion, I have understanding. If we talk, there's no problems. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? But that's not what happens. People use what they heard in the media, and that's how they come at me. And then, you know, we got to clash.
One of the things that you read in the media is that you're
Damn.
angry,
Hold up.
that you
Hold up. And that's another thing too, bruh. All his business and basically they just portray his bad image. They betray his bad side to the media, to the public. They only show that side, but they don't show the other side of him, what he just was talking about his loyalty, his compassion, his logic, his reasoning, knowledge, all of that. They don't really portray that. They don't show that imagery. They only show the negative side, the thug life. But like he said, if you really sat down with him, he a whole totally different person. Even though he a Gemini, you know, a Gemini got those both sides. You feel me? But he a good person, bro. I get what he's saying, dog. Facts.
And then, you know, we got to clash.
one of the things that you read in the media is that you're angry, that you personify your
Oh yeah, and one more thing, and that's what happens when you get into the industry. That's just what they do. They got to paint an image. They always got to have a story. So if they got drama on you or any type of negativity on you, they gonna put it out there. That's just 100.
You know, we got to clash.
One of the things that you read in the media is that you're angry, that you personify your generation, that you just got some angry folks out there and you're one of them. I'll put it to you. Are you angry? Are you angry with what you see society is about?
Yeah, I'm extremely angry, confused. You know, a lot of the times that I sat up in court, I couldn't defend myself. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like the things they were saying about me were beyond my comprehension, or the things that I could say weren't going to help my case. But because I mean, it's like being exiled, you know, from society, and that's how I feel. And this whole the anger comes from, I'm tired of waiting for my past to get into society. All I ever wanted to do was make me and everybody around me feel more comfortable about where we were. You know what I'm saying? About the places that we stayed. This is our home base. Let's build it up. Let's be happy about where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to assimilate and get a pass key to where they at. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everything needs to be separate, but we got to find pride in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the pride, like damn near 2 seconds after the pride comes anger from being held like that for so.
Yo, Pac, you cooking, you cooking, you cooking, you cooking, you talking, bruh. You talking, my brother. It's so much he just said. Like, oh my goodness. First off, him talking about himself, about like how he feel like an exile, like him being like caged off from the world. You know what I'm saying? Like being in court, it didn't matter about what they was talking about his case, or about the comprehension in which they was just speaking about everything in the courtroom. It was more just about how they like set it up. You know, you feel like an animal when you just in that setting. Like he couldn't defend himself. I understand it. God, lead us. Pac, come on, bro. And then, bro, when he was talking about, basically, he was talking about like how we got to accept where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to build up. You know what I'm saying? Like the projects, you know, the houses, the boarded up houses, the streets, clean up the streets, all of that. Like we got to build that back up. We got to get our neighborhoods and everything in order. He said, basically, instead of trying to get a pass key to where they are at, and if you don't know who they is, you just don't know. But I understand what he's saying. Like, we don't need that. We can build the ground up from here. Listen, now I'm going to go down a little rabbit hole. More families need mental health check-ins. More families need to talk about investments. They need to have these talks. Fuck the holidays. Fuck all of that other shit. We really need to be more invested in talking about our community, coming together as one. You know what I'm saying? Owning a block of houses, putting our money together. I could keep going on and on and on, but this is what the man is talking about. You're too ahead of your fucking time. I hate they took this man out, bro. Man, he on a different level of thinking right now, G. And I understand that 100%. I'm finna get up in a minute. And that's why we angry. That's why he was angry, and I get it. I'm angry too.
And get a pass key to where they at. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everything needs to be separate, but we got to find pride in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the pride, like damn near 2 seconds after the pride comes anger from being held like that for so long and to be made to go through those changes, you get mad. You know what I'm saying? I believe as soon as any black man receives his first 3 checks, he starts getting mad. Because it's not about the necessity of having to have a job and having to pay and having to do that. You don't care no more about the smiles and the, yes, massa, because you done got paid. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like you want to save money. You want to help other people. And you see how far it is, how far you have to go to help anybody in your neighborhood. It's set up for me when I get paid for me to exit the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I've had these problems is because I haven't left yet. And these problems don't come from a white man. It comes from just society, the problems that we have.
Let me put this to you. A lot of people tell me Tupac is, for the most part, a nice guy. This old thug thing, hype. Good for record sales. Helps him identify with the young people who are out there and angry, who would maybe label him a sellout, like they did Hammer, if he didn't have that hard side. What about that?
First of all, nobody could call me a sellout. I'm not going for that. I'm not even in that. I'm not looking for approval from the black community because we don't give approval. You know, we don't really do nothing but exist. So it's not like black people could tell me you.
Hold up, Pac. You got to say that again. You have to say that again. I got to go back. Say that again, bro.
First of all, nobody could call me a sellout. I'm not going for that. I'm not even in that. I'm not looking for approval from the black community because we don't give approval. You know, we don't really do nothing but exist. So it's not.
The black community don't give approval. First of all, he said he wasn't a sellout. I don't believe Pac was a sellout, but like when you sign the contract, you do have to like go by those guidelines that they want. But I don't believe at heart that he was a sellout. He really wanted better for us. The black community does not give approval. We don't do that shit. We really don't, bruh. If anything, if you get something, if you make some money, if a person makes a lot of money and they ain't move out the community, we looking to take that shit. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't steal, but I'm just saying, like, if you in the community that deals with poverty, that doesn't have much, and you got all this money, you think they not gonna come take from you if you're not giving back either? Because even then, you can give back, but it's too many people that's down that don't got it. So somebody gonna rob you regardless, even if you are giving back. That's the way it's set up. Now, if everybody was getting it, that shit would not be happening. And it makes sense. One person can't do it. It just can't. Because if one person giving back, a lot of people will be like, damn, we appreciate him for giving back. But it's going to be another crowd of people that's going to say, damn, that nigga think he all that. We going to rob his ass. We going to take that shit. Bro, come on, bro. Keep going, Pac.
Nobody could call me a sellout. I'm not going for that. I'm not even in that. I'm not looking for approval from the black community because we don't give approval. You know, we don't really do nothing but exist. So it's not like black people could tell me you a sellout or you true blue. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. I'm not even caught up in that. But I can see that, you know what I'm saying, the one thing we do have in common as black people is we share that poverty.
Facts.
So the thug side is more closer to the poverty than me being rich. You know, how can I come to any community center, you know what I'm saying, sporting a Rolex Presidential, all these diamonds, and be like, look, we, you know what I'm saying, gotta.
I just said that. That's crazy. I just said that, bruh. We do not relate to somebody that doesn't go through the same thing we go through. He make perfect sense when he say we all share that poverty. Melanated people have always been rich. We got that DNA genetic makeup in us to be like that. So since we do not got it in this day and age, you as a person, you cannot come in there if you say, like he said, if you come into a community, you cannot come in there with a Rolex diamond watch on. You cannot come in there with rings on. You cannot come in there with a chain on, bruh. You can't do that with people that's in poverty. You cannot do that with them, bro. They're gonna look at you like, who the dude think he is? Who the fuck do he think he is? You can't relate like that, but they relate to the thug side because a lot of gangsters and thugs come up in poverty. They come from the hood in the ghetto, and they had to do whatever they had to do to make it, bro. Real shit.
Than me being rich. You know, how can I come to any community center, you know what I'm saying, sporting a Rolex Presidential, all these diamonds, and be like, look, we, you know what I'm saying, gotta. But now, when I say we, They know what I mean. I'm not saying like I live in this neighborhood and nothing, but I'm a thug, and they thugs. They can relate to it. I don't even have to say that. You know what I'm saying? When I come, I don't have to say I'm real. They already know that. You know what I'm saying? From me being me, from not pushing the thugness, but I know from the business that everybody in this business is always whispering in your ear about what you can't say, what you can't do, what you can't wear in this world and in this world. It's two worlds, a white world and a black world. All I did was stand in the middle, you know what I'm saying, and say I'm living in both worlds. I can go to the streets and survive, and I can go out here and do my business out here.
Come on, bro.
Play devil's advocate again.
All right.
Critics say, yeah, but you're being pimped. You're being pimped by the record executives who will allow you to do your thug life because it portrays a certain black. I mean, you've heard it,
Yeah.
that if you were just a singer, you wouldn't have the same record contracts you have.
Right.
But because you portray the thug life, the gangster rap, they've allowed you to make that money. They've allowed you to push and make your platinum.
I beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting pimped. That's true. But just like how a woman would be, you know what I'm saying? Anybody to be pimped. You know, it's like, it's not that you get pimped, it's how long you get pimped. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really look at this situation, it is not I who's being pimped. When you look at them white kids with Raiders hats on, it's the white folks getting pimped. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making their future. I'm writing down their curriculum. Right now, what I write in my album today, when it comes out in 2 months, that's what white kids is doing.
Come on, Pac. Come on, Tupac. Talk, bro. Talk. Everybody is being pimped. That's 100%. Whether you got your own business, you your own entrepreneur, you got a job, a 9 to 5, you still being pimped because taxes come out of everything. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. And that's just 100%. But it's about the after effect of what you do. Like he was just saying about what his records not only just affected black people, but white people too. They the ones that was getting pimped. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not trying to like signal out no specific race. I'm just saying about what he's talking about. And that's just real. He basically is saying they the ones that was getting pimped because they listened to his music. When he dropped an album, whenever he did, they was doing whatever he was talking about. So if they was telling him to put this shit out, it was basically like him playing chess. Okay, you gonna pimp me out, but in the end, I'm gonna have the last laugh. I'm gonna have the overall effect. You know what I'm saying? You get it?
Writing my album today, when it comes out in 2 months, that's what white kids is doing. So who really is getting pimped? What I'm writing in my raps is what them white kids is gonna be saying to their mamas and daddies when they come home. Who is getting pimped? You know what I'm saying? I'm a high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? As far as my teacher told me when I was in high school, I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. You know, everybody's getting pimped. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or whether you work for yourself, you're getting pimped by somebody. That's not the crime. The crime is how long you allow yourself to get pimped. You have to come up. Everything is a come up. Everything is a struggle. You start from the bottom, work it to the top.
Yo, Pac, I'm done. I'm done. 100%. 100%. I gotta watch the full interview. I'm sorry, y'all, that I only watched half of it. I'm sorry that I'm only watching portions of the interview, bro, but I gotta watch the whole thing, and I'm gonna watch the whole thing. This dude was really different. This dude was really ahead of his time. Peace, God. Peace to you, bro. Like, rest in peace continuously. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is just one of a kind. He just said so much in this interview. He said so much in this interview, bro. It don't make sense. Different caliber. His mind was just so ahead of the game. He's speaking about so much shit that's going on in today's society. I'm gonna keep on saying that because it's real. This the type of talk that I like to hear. Right here, bruh. And on that note, I'm done. I am through. This gonna get me through the day. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It really is. I'm glad I listened to this. Go subscribe to my channel at Chess is Unlocked. If you haven't already, y'all already know what time it is. And go follow me on Instagram at Chess is Unlocked. Listen, let's continue to grow, elevate, and prosper like we do each and every day. Peace, blessings, and love to all my guys and goddesses out there.